The man deliberately lost the match to his opponent, simply because his opponent was the crown prince. If he accidentally won, he'd be exiled to the borderlands. The knights were complaining in private, saying that even though the crown prince has a bit of talent, he never puts in any effort. If he had even half the work ethic of his former fiancée, Anna, the country wouldn't be in this mess. The crown prince happened to overhear this as he walked by. He was absolutely furious, because he hates it more than anything when people compare him to Anna. At this point, the kingdom's top officials were indeed at their wits' end. Ever since Anna left, the country's administration has completely ground to a halt. The king and the prime minister were both racking their brains on how to fix it. The king even suggested making Rosalia, who was currently helping with state affairs, the crown princess to stabilize the situation. But the prime minister helplessly pointed out that Rosalia was already engaged to a match personally arranged by the king himself. If they were to forcefully break the engagement now just to fill Anna's shoes, the royal family's credibility would be completely ruined. They could only stand by and watch the mistress who only knows how to act cute become the future crown princess. Meanwhile, the mistress was crying in the crown prince's arms, complaining that her attendants were forcing her to take crown princess etiquette classes. The crown prince immediately told her she didn't need to learn a single thing, and just needed to keep him company every day. This attitude of treating the country's future like a game was too much even for the jewelry merchant pitching his wares nearby. Seizing the opportunity, the merchant said the best way to establish his authority right now was to earn military merit. As long as he proved himself on the battlefield, no one would ever dare question his abilities again. The crown prince was just pondering where to go fight a war, especially since the kingdom had just signed a non-aggression pact with the empire. Right at that moment, Rosalia walked in carrying a stack of documents. Seeing the crown prince picking out jewelry during working hours, she mercilessly mocked him for being a useless waste of space who relied entirely on others to handle state affairs. Furious, the crown prince yelled that he was the future king. Rosalia didn't care in the slightest, because the family behind her controlled the kingdom's military power, and their private knight order was larger than the royal guard. The crown prince didn't dare touch her. After being mocked, the crown prince didn't reflect on himself at all. Instead, he redirected his anger elsewhere. To prove he wasn't useless, he decided to unilaterally